Ladies and gentlemen, this Mampolo from Mampolo's Canal, Renee your myself. Guys, show Wole don't give us update on this NYSC girl. Guys, when I told you guys several in the past that you see Nigerian people, we are our problems. You see, we won't be Nigerian, now we be our problem. Most of the time, it's not the government though. It's just that when that thing happen, we begin to call government. This NYSC girl, what do they call a chanwan? I'll be waiting, I'll be Archie, I don't know what they call him. When they trend so, because say you call out Tinubu, they tell Tinubu you are terrible. Now in senior account they threaten them official. NYSC official account they threaten them on phone. I don't need to play the video now first. So I know the video one that they talk about. You see, many people they see say when they blame Tinubu administration, that's the government. No freedom of speech, no freedom of this. No, I don't watch many videos. They watch. I just say make I see the outcome when show will go bring first. Make I see what the girl do before I will make the video comprehensively. So now many people, oh, this government is suppressing voice. This government, when I see when Tinubu tell them, make them go arrest this guy. I want to know first. I know they support Tinubu. I know that me with Tinubu not there, not be my fan. I know vote I'm in. I don't support that government coming. But I want to ask simple question. On I see when Tinubu tell them say go and arrest the person, or when Tinubu tell your NYSC over syllabus official say call the guy to order. On I hear any of this process. The problem we have here, we want to be Nigerians. Now we be the problem of Nigeria, the Nigerians. You don't know. That I can tell you categorically that NYSC woman when they threaten them on phone, they threaten them just to secure her own job, self-interest, not for the masses. In the threaten and say, oh, if her own superior see that thing, they go question them, and if they cannot take him, they go sack him. Why you go allow somebody when you say now you be in NI or now you be in ZO? Why you go allow her make the video? Are you not in control of this local government? So hierarchy go come. Even President Tinubu never see this video. Wonder Woman call, they threaten because in the fear about his job. See, I'm even not the blame. Make not the two blame on the system. I'm not saying I go say, oh, the system is the government. No, the system is not only this government in place. This system don't there for a long time. System of oppression, suppression, and intimidation. It don't there for a long time. If you are not up there, you can't talk. Now, I know so many people are blaming that NYSC official. If you not blame her, make her arrest more. Now fear of losing her own job. Now make her come dey threaten that woman. I'm not saying what she do good though. She not even get sense at all to start with. She not get sense. The best thing she would have done is to either call this girl privately and ask her in grievance. Then if you talk finish. If you even want me this girl take down this video, you get as they do things. If you apologize to them, beg them, say, I understand the condition, I beg. Just because of my own job. Now me they go ask question. I beg, help me pull them down. No verse. No verse, because the girl go pull them down. And nobody go hear them. But you carry phone, they threaten them. And you don't know say the girl they right, now you they wrong. Now when Showole and the team come meet you now with the girl now, you know wrong. Oh, no ask on. Anyway, I see. I hear say that they pay them 30-something thousand. And during our time, that they pay us about 4,000 too. During our time, 4,002. But that time, 4,002, we can spend and still have savings. To tell you how degraded that country done there. Now, 33,000, what do you want to buy? 3 plates of rice. That is without more. The problem went there for that country, now they tell you. Now, Show don't come give us the latest information. Let's listen to him.
You accompanied her today to the secretariat, I believe it was. What was your objective or aim? Was it to get clarification from the NYSC, or was it for her safety? And did you get any clarification from the NYSC?
We accompanied her because we heard very late last night that she was summoned, and the summon did not include any explanation as to why she was summoned or what she did wrong. So, yeah, we did, because we've seen threats against her. We've seen people calling her names, shaming her. And we decided that for her safety, for clarification, and for the public to know what she did wrong, we should accompany her. That's why we went there. And when we arrived there, the person who invited her had not showed up at work at 10:30 a.m. She was supposed to be there at 10 o'clock. And we waited for about an hour. Nobody showed up. Apparently, they absconded. They didn't wait for us, and they never showed up. So when we waited, we got her on the phone, and she said she was at the state secretariat and that she should wait. We waited a little bit longer and called her back, and several times, because we were accompanied with about 3 lawyers, myself, the youth corps member who was invited, and she never picked her phone, and we just left, leaving her a message to feel free to call us back when they are willing and ready to discuss what she did wrong.
Mr. Showore, in responding to my question, you kept referring to her. Yeah, you called her, she told you to wait a bit longer. Who is the her? Because as we know it, the NYSC has not officially responded to this matter, but we do know that Uguamaye had a recording of a phone call with a female official. We don't know who that is.
Allegedly an NYSC official.
Yes. Do you have any clarification as to who this woman is and who is the her you're referring to? And let me also ask you, because some argue that core members as participants in a government-run scheme, such as the Youth Service Corps, should refrain from political commentary as indicated in the NYSC bylaw of 2011 as amended. How do you respond to those who say this is just not about free speech, but discipline within the NYSC structure?
Well, let me state that the lady who was the local government inspector the person who was the local government inspector, the LGI who invited her, is a female, but we never met her. They said she has a deputy. We also met the lady who apparently called her on the phone and lambasted her and threatened her. But we opted not to engage with her because by the time we got there, she was very sober. I think they realized what they were up against. So there was no point. We focused on the business of which was to meet the LGI, the local government inspector of the NYSC, who we believe absconded because she knew that this was not going to be a very nice Monday.
Funny.
Then, with regards to the discipline they're talking about in the NYSC, there's no point of the NYSC Act that says that Nigerians cannot complain if they are facing hardship. To claim that there's one NYSC Act or discipline that says you can't complain, you can't say that things are terrible, it's just, as you know, an attempt to silence her. The NYSC Act, which is a decree promulgated in 1973, and amended by several military people, cannot supersede what is known universally as the right to free speech. She's expressing herself freely as guaranteed by international instruments. I don't generally like to refer to the Nigerian Constitution because that's an illegitimate document promulgated by the military, and that's not a people's document. I've always said that on your shows, but she has her fundamental rights to complain. You can't beat a baby up and ask the baby not to cry, or pinch a baby and not allow her to cry.
When I don't see the video, like I said before, that's psychophancy. Psychophancy, now they worry that NYSC official. Psychophancy, how they protect the government. No, get them down. My job. Not personal interest. Everybody they do for Nigeria. No, you don't get one strong barrister, one come out. Can't lambash the government, lambash Tinubu, lambash NYSC. In fact, this one lambash too much. That guy mouth, eh? Watch the video.
I'm still here with Barrister Enibe Effiong, and we're discussing the NYSC saga, the economic hardship, and the struggles that leads sometimes to social media protests and cancel culture. Barrister, if you can hear me, one of the first questions people have asked is almost like she was rousing mob justice on social media when she made those statements. And then if you go by the bylaws of the NYSC, towards the third segment, there is a place that suggests that she's supposed to have a 30-day extra elongation of her process if she goes on to do what she has done on social media. What's your take on this?
Well, I don't know whether you have the bylaw with you, because I have a copy of
I do have the bylaw. I printed the bylaw completely.
Oh, correct. So this will be an informed conversation. I have the National Youth Service Corps bylaw revised 2011 with me. The language of the bylaw is addressing the press on policies while in the orientation camp. Okay, she's no longer in orientation camp. That is one. Number two, The policies must be policies of the NYSC. Once the comments made by a core member is outside the purview of the scheme, NYSC has no jurisdiction. So you cannot say that as a Nigerian, because I've offered to save Nigeria for 1 year, I have no right to complain about the price of fuel. That would be absurd. I have no right to say that the cost of transportation is too high. The NYSC kit, the uniform, right, is not a chain of enslavement. If somebody says Tinubu is a terrible president, is that not a statement of facts for which millions of Nigerians are in agreement? The question of whether this president is terrible or not is one that there shouldn't be a debate. And anyone that is seeking to debate it is just engaging in intellectual duplicity with profound respect. Because I can sit here and chronicle facts that is conclusive about, in fact, she was very kind in her language. If I was the one, I could have used more Arabic language. How can you say, and this is a president, by the way, who was promising on heaven and earth. Today, Nigerians cannot feed. Look at the cost of data that has been increased. You can't even have access to internet. The cost, the electricity tariff has been increased. Our naira, our exchange rate is nothing to write home about. Healthcare, nothing to write home about. The war on corruption, the president has not fought it. Austerity, Nigeria is going through a very difficult phase, but you are spending billions, and they keep saying, oh, be patriotic, love Nigeria. Core members should love Nigeria. But the president is so patriotic that he needed a new aircraft to be able to fly around. They are so patriotic, he had to spend billions to build a new lodge for the vice president. Who is paying for the lodge that core members are staying? Who is paying for the transport fare that core members are using to go to work? Why is it that when we speak about patriotism, the man is only made of the Nigerian people and never of our leaders? This core member must be given a national honor.
So you think that she does not owe the NYSC nor the government an apology?
No, what has to happen? It is the NYSC that is owing her an apology. And it is the Nigerian government that is owing her a listening ear. The woman who called to threaten her, we will have to look at that, the legality of that, and the possible legal consequence for that. We cannot accept for Nigeria to be a banana republic. Right? Because even under the act, what is the worst that they can do? What is the worst that they can do? Assuming that a core member even violates the bylaw, maybe 1 month extension, but in this case, she has not even violated anything. And you are calling to threaten her. The woman is not the spokesperson of President Tinubu. If somebody says Tinubu is a terrible president, is that not a statement of facts for which millions of Nigerians are in agreement? And they say, why did you say Lagos is smelling? Lagos is stinks and whatever. Why do we have Loma in Lagos? No, saying that Tinubu is a terrible president is self-evident. The question of whether this president is terrible or not is one that there shouldn't be a debate. And anyone that is seeking to debate it is just engaging in intellectual duplicity with profound respect. Because I can sit here and chronicle facts that is conclusive about, in fact, she was very kind in her language. If I was the one, I could have used more Arabic language. How can you say, and this is a president, by the way, who was promising on heaven and earth. Today, Nigerians cannot feed. Look at the cost of data that has been increased. You can't even have access to internet. The cost, the electricity tariff has been increased. Our naira, our exchange rate is nothing to write home about. Healthcare, nothing to write home about. The war on corruption, the president has not fought it. Austerity, Nigeria is going through a very difficult phase, but you are spending billions, and they keep saying, oh, be patriotic, love Nigeria. Core members should love Nigeria. But the president is so patriotic that he needed a new aircraft to be able to fly around. They are so patriotic, he had to spend billions to build a new lodge for the vice president. Who is paying for the lodge that core members are staying? Who is paying for the transport fare that core members are using to go to work? Why is it that when we speak about patriotism, the man is only made of the Nigerian people and never of our leaders?
When I do the video, make I show you a video one cause all this problem. One cause Nigeria to enter into social media war. All right now, watch the video.
I genuinely feel so overwhelmed, and I feel like if a lot of Nigerians come out and start speaking on what we are actually going through, then maybe changes will be made in the government. Don't you guys think? And this video, I just want to say to our president, I don't know if there have been any other president that is terrible, but you are such a terrible president. It is so hard. So I'm coming from the supermarket where I went to get foodstuffs, and everything has gone up again. It's just like every single week prices increase. I want to know, what is the government doing about this increment? Is there going to be a particular time where prices will stop going up? Is there going to be a particular time when things are going to go back? Guys, why am I going to get a crate of egg and they're telling me it is 6.5? It doesn't make any sense that egg will cost 6.5. Like, I literally can't remember when egg used to cost 800.
I don't know.
And I'm so overwhelmed because this is literally my first time doing this adulthood thing alone. This is my first time moving out of my family house. This is my first time living by myself. And not just that, after I left the supermarket and I got home, my security is bringing NEPA bill, and NEPA bill has gone up by 2 times. Like, it's insane. I can't keep up with these bills. I am so overwhelmed and I'm so exhausted. Every single money that I have been making, I'm using it to pay bills. I don't even get to live properly. The craziest thing was, you want to go out to a certain location with your friends, and Uber is about 25,000. Like, even Uber, that we can't even take Uber. It is crazy. Like, why are things so expensive? And let's not even Lagos stinks. Lagos smells like shit. If you say, okay, I want to take a walk, I'm depressed, let me just take a walk, you can't even take a walk. Like, the place smells like crazy. Why does an entire state smell like this? And what is the government doing about the bad smell? Everything is just so overwhelming. You want to start up a business, and now you have to take a loan to start up a business, and the loan, you don't even know if you can actually repay it, because the business, I don't know, I'm just so tired. Like, why is no one saying anything about it? Being an NYSC Corper, there's nothing beneficial about this whole NYSC thing. The money I spend on transportation is just more than the alawi the government gives me. Like, it doesn't, I can't keep up. Like, I'm so tired of this bill and I can't keep up. I am overwhelmed and I'm tired, I'm exhausted. It's too much, and I wish that we would start calling the government out heads on. For example, Tinubu, you are a terrible president. Like, what are you doing to help us? What are you doing to help the economy? You are so terrible. I'm so sick and tired of Nigerians acting like we are strong, and they say, oh, Nigerians, we are actually very strong. Oh, no matter how much they increase things, we still chest it. No, it is not cute. We are cowards. That is a cowardly behavior. You don't stand to ask people, oh, why is this expensive? For example, MTN, what the fuck is even going on? Literally, I spend over like 20,000 on data in a week, and I'm not even joking. 1.5 data cannot even last me for an entire day. I have to do 1.5 like 2 times a day, which is like 3,000 a day. It is too much. Like, what are you guys doing about it? Like, what is happening? I'm tired of paying bills. I feel like I don't have anything. I feel like I don't have any achievement to call my own. Every single time that I work hard, I'm spending it back in the economy to pay bills, and I wasn't created to pay bills. I'm just really tired, and I just want our money to count for something. And when is the government going to actually start working? Because Nigerians are so classist. Everybody now wants to behave as if they are rich. Everybody is faking wealth. But we are ending up being poor because we are struggling so hard to look rich. We are ending up being poor. So I need us as Nigerians to please start calling the government out. We should be tired of this by now. We need to call the government out. Prices need to start one place. Food needs to start one place. The economy needs to start one place. Like, we are tired. It's just too much. The more you work hard to achieve something, the higher it gets. The dream car that I was saving money for has literally gone double. I can't even afford it anymore. Instead, I'm going to use my money to buy, to just keep paying bills. And now house rent is double. Like, I am so sick. And I'm so tired of this. And I really need the government to intervene because I am so overwhelmed.
Thank you. You be the dream of car for this economy. You even get dream car in this economy, madam. It's all right. You ask one question, say, when is this government will begin to start to work? Now 2027, when you vote them for second tenure, they will begin to work. So keep your PVC to vote them in 2027. That's when they rework. This one, they prepare the ground for now. Now, when this guy call out the government, say Tinubu, you are terrible. Now NYSC official come at her. Now that they call psycho fancy. Nobody send them. I'm not sure that Tinubu send them. Tinubu, for just to watch this video, no go even react normally. I'm not adjudicating for him, but I know he's kind of person. This kind of thing not the mover. Tinubu, anything on the moon, I'm waiting one command that power, koro physically, where in there. Not be waiting people talk on internet. He's not too much interested in looking for people's stock on internet, which I have seen most of it. Yeah, but you see this NYSC overseer about one come here, nobody send them. They want just protect your office. They fear, psychophancy. You know, that's why I say Nigerians, we are the problem of ourselves. Most of the times, the problem we get not be government give us. Watch video.
So guys, yesterday I made a video talking about the Nigerian government and how terrible President Tinubu is, and I was crying in the video. So 30 minutes ago, I just received a call from the NYSC board, starting with the secretariat before the LGI, and for the secretariat, for the NYSC secretariat, I'm going to attach what she said, some of the things she said, so you guys will hear.
Are you normal?
I wasn't insulting the president, ma. I was only asking for accountability.
Pull down that rubbish you put there.
Ma, are you threatening me?
Pull down that rubbish. You are not talking to your mate.
Ma, she called me and she was shouting and she was threatening me to take down the video. And I'm in my first mind, I'm like, wait, how did they get my phone number? And then I realized that every NYSC Corper has to fill a file with your phone number and your address. I'm like, these people actually have my house address and they know where I'm staying. And now they have started calling me first to threaten me. It is so bad that you can't even just speak up about the government because they feel like they have chains to hold you. You're already calling me to threaten me. And this is, I'll literally attach what she said so you guys can hear. She was telling me that I was insulting the president. I never insulted the president. I said he's terrible. That is not an insult. It is a statement, and I did not go on and start saying, oh, Tinubu, you're this, you're that. I just said he's a terrible president. And it's okay for a government, for a body to identify that, okay, this person is actually terrible at their job. So why is it a problem that the NYSC government, NYSC secretariat, NYSC board will call me to threaten me? Like, why is that okay that I can't speak up for something that is directly hurting me? Why is it okay that they will call me to threaten me under 24 hours that I made a video? Why can't Nigerians speak up? Why are they holding us in chains? Why do they feel like everything that we do, they have ways to control us? Let me tell you guys on the NYSC board or whatever. If you guys have come together and you like, maybe you're not calling me one by one to threaten me, that's fine. You can do whatever you want to do. Because I know that you guys already have plans. The one that this one is calling me, the next person is calling me, that's fine. But now I'm putting it out here so you guys will see and you guys will know NYSC, they have my house address and they're calling me to threaten me. So in case anything happens, you will be very much aware where the problem started. Because I did not say anything I shouldn't have said. The Nigerian government are not doing anything about the inflation that is happening, and it's causing us to be very depressed. I am depressed and my bank account is going to zero and I still have to live every day, and I'm asking the Nigerian government to do something about the inflation. And instead of me to get a call and say, okay, we are working on it, I'm getting a call saying that, oh, you're very stupid, why did you do that to Tinubu, take down that video, you did this, you did that. I just want you guys to know that this is what the NYC board are doing, and in case anything happens to me, because they have my address, you guys know who to hold accountable.
It's all right, don't worry about it. Even the NYSC, they don't run. The official will not see them when you go with the show. So now this one, now be Nigeria messed. They mess up everything, mess up the system. Everybody sycophant. Everybody in enslavement mentality. Slavery to the bourgeoisie, to the people in government. Slavery. I don't want to talk too much, guys. If you love what you're doing here, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. I'm on TikTok. All our man political love, guys. Peace out.